Fans of Foundation may have overlooked a crucial detail regarding the downfall of the Mule, a character introduced in the third season of the series. This season has been a game-changer, particularly with the emergence of the Mule, a formidable conqueror endowed with psychic powers that allow him to manipulate the thoughts of entire populations. This shift marks a departure from the previous 2 seasons, where the primary antagonist was the vast and impersonal galactic empire itself. By introducing the Mule, the narrative of Foundation has become more concentrated, with every plotline reflecting the looming threat posed by this singular human adversary, as opposed to a faceless assembly of cloned emperors who can be easily replaced. The audience is acutely aware that the Mule will ultimately face defeat, whether at the hands of Gall Dornick, played by Lou LaBelle, and the Foundation, or simply due to the inexorable passage of time, a theme that resonates deeply throughout the series, especially since we have already leaped forward approximately 300 years since the first season began. However, the pressing concern remains: just how much destruction can the Mule inflict, particularly after the dramatic conclusion of Season 3, which saw the collapse of the Empire and the Foundation effectively falling under the Mule's control, who, it turns out, is not the person we initially believed him to be. Yet, this is still Foundation, a series that, despite its many dark moments, often reveals glimmers of hope amid despair. In the season finale, amidst the tragic deaths of beloved characters, the robot Demerzel provides a subtle yet significant clue regarding how the Mule might ultimately be vanquished, something you might have missed. This revelation ties back to Gall's prophetic vision and Demerzel's interpretation of it. Earlier in the season, Demerzel learns of a future vision in which she would offer sanctuary to the Second Foundation within the Imperial Library on Trantor. However, this act also leads to their eventual discovery by the Mule, resulting in a conflict. This creates a paradox for Demerzel, leaving her uncertain whether she will directly betray the Foundation or inadvertently cause their downfall by providing them refuge in a location that will ultimately be compromised. In the season finale, Demerzel makes a pivotal choice, arguably the most consequential action she has taken all season, and it holds the key to thwarting the Mule. In Episode 9, Demerzel seeks counsel from another robot regarding her vision and the moral quandary it presents. She is informed that if the outcome is the discovery of the Second Foundation, she has the power to decide when to surrender them to the Mule. While neither she nor the audience can be certain that Demerzel will directly betray the Second Foundation, her reasoning suggests that by leading them to the site of their impending attack, she bears some responsibility for their fate. However, in a tragic twist, Demerzel meets her end before she can make that fateful decision. She never interacts with the Mule, nor does she divulge any information that could reveal the location of the Second Foundation. Nevertheless, she does choose to guide the Second Foundation to the Imperial Library in Trantor, an important location in the original books, before her demise, showing the Foundation's ambassador on the planet, Quent, played by Cherry Jones, how to reach them. This moment is significant because, by dying when she did, Demerzel never had the opportunity to choose between betraying the Second Foundation or not. Instead, she acts out of a sense of duty, believing it to be the right course of action, largely driven by her programming, which prioritizes the long-term survival of the Empire. Her instruction to Quent to head to the library because it is the future Seldon would want, ultimately positions her as a pivotal figure in resolving the threat posed by the Mule. After all, the Mule is a mentalic, a being with extraordinary psychic abilities, while the Second Foundation is composed entirely of mentalics, giving them the best chance to confront and defeat him. Looking ahead to Season 4 of Foundation, which has been confirmed, and yes, there are exciting developments on the horizon, we can speculate on the challenges that await. The threat of the Mule will undoubtedly remain a central focus, especially following the collapse of the Galactic Empire, after the demise of all but one Cleon clone, technically 2, but one is allied with the Mule. Since the storyline surrounding this conflict remains unresolved, Season 4 will likely delve into the dynamics between Beta and the Mule as he seeks to conquer the Empire. As the Mule approaches Trantor, Demerzel's final act before her death will come into play, as the Second Foundation, now hidden within the Imperial capital, will have a strategic advantage in their battle against the Mule. This aligns with show creator David S. Goyer's original vision for Foundation, which aims to adapt Isaac Asimov's classic Foundation novels over 4 seasons. Therefore, the next season will primarily focus on the Mule's actions and the situation in Trantor, while also exploring the seeds planted by the season's final moments. Regarding the Second Foundation, we can anticipate potential conflicts between the First and Second Foundations in Season 4 or even Season 5. Throughout Season 3, hints have been dropped, suggesting that the First Foundation may not be pleased to discover they have been manipulated by a second group all along. Additionally, Goyer previously shared some script pages from deleted scenes in a now-removed blog post, which included a conversation between Beta and the AI of Hari Seldon, where she proposes an alliance to locate and eliminate the Second Foundation together. An ominous development for all involved. What do you think? Are you excited to see how these storylines unfold in the next season? Do you believe Demerzel's actions will ultimately lead to the downfall of the Mule, or do you think there are other factors at play? Share your thoughts in the comments.